Hey guys, and welcome back into another video. My name is Jason, and today I'm going to be talking about some stock market updates, how we got on through the day. We did start the day with a bullish outlook, and then we went all of a sudden into full bear mode, and the S&P 500 had a 2% sell-off. I am going to be bringing up some of the charts and discussing my thoughts on the new Tesla update, of course, because we do have Tesla earnings out later today, and of course Virgin Galactic, which is one of my bad boys. This was absolutely flying up in the pre-markets, and it went all the way up to at least 21% up today, and it hit all-time highs of about $56 to $58, which is crazy to me. So I'm going to bring up some charts now. We're going to look at some other stocks right now that I want to throw on your radar that I think are potential buys and are in buy zones. So I hope you enjoy the video. If you do and you find any of this content useful, please make sure to give this big fat video a like, and of course hit that big red subscribe button below. Okay, so let's get into the video. This afternoon and this morning we did have an absolutely crazy run on the SPY, which I'll bring up right now on here on my charts. Of course, we had a big sell-off this morning of about 2%, and we dropped all the way down here. We are in the middle, obviously, of an uptrend. If I drew a nice line up here, you can see that we did break that uptrend recently after testing all-time highs of 385. We are now coming back through to retest on this trend line, so I do think in the next few days we may see some area of support coming back into around the 375 area and then upwards. We do have an amazing week ahead. Obviously, we have had Boeing give out their earnings already today. It was not good, which is why the markets have reacted so negatively today to that news. But of course, tonight we do have earnings for Facebook and for Tesla. Now, if you guys are wondering whether to buy Tesla or not, I'm just going to bring up the chart right now. They are sitting at all-time highs. We have developed a double top up here, which I will draw a circle for you. As you can see, we have one double top here, and we have a second confirmation of a double top here. So I do not know whether Tesla are going to break through this area. Again, Tesla do seem to price in a lot of their run-ups before the earnings are announced, so we may see a small sell-off back down to this 860 area, unless of course we do get absolutely groundbreaking results, in which case we can expect to retest upwards, come back down and bounce off that support line of about 900 to 885, and then retest up, running up I reckon into the $1,000 mark. Now again, we'll just have to wait and see. If you guys want to trade Tesla, I would say tread very carefully. Make sure you have your stop losses in place. You don't want to get burned on this one because you just don't know what is going to happen. This stock is extremely volatile, as we all know, and that is just something I want to bring to your attention. Of course, we also have NIO. Just going to do a quick recap of NIO right now. Obviously on my graph you can see that we are also forming here a double bottom. So as you can see, this is one area of support and another area today that we are kind of bouncing off that 58 to 57 zone. So I do think NIO has a little bit more of a run down to about 56, and I think then we can start to see a nice bullish uptrend from this graph that we have in front of us right now. Of course, if it does come down to this 100 EMA line, which again is another technical analysis that I use to confirm a bullish uptrend, I also use the RSI at the bottom here. Again, a lot of things that people don't tell you about technical trading, which is how I trade as an investor. Once the RSI, if this here goes up above 70, then of course it means that it's overbought, so we can expect to start to see a pullback. Vice versa, if this goes down and it is oversold when it is below the 30 zone here on the RSI and it comes back in, then we can expect to see a nice uptrend for a while. But what most people don't tell you is that most people, when they use the RSI, they actually get in here, right? But if you look at this price action confirmation, if you were to sell here when it was actually overbought, which is at this area, Tesla actually did run up all the way up, right? So they ran up hugely. Now, of course, if you were holding that, you would be panicking because you just sold Tesla. So what I like to do is use it as a price action confirmation. I wait for the run, let it peak, and then I come back down, and then once it retests that 70 zone here, that's when I would go in to sell my position. And of course, then if we'd done that, we would have had a nice run down and we could have taken a lot of profits. Now, of course, that's just one of the indicators that I use when I am trading. I also trade off of support and resistance lines. As you can see, I've got my graph up here on NIO, and of course that there is my support line for NIO, because again we did actually see a top resistance here, and since we broke up through that resistance, we have since retested that as a bottom layer of support. So I do think moving into the future, once we do get those nice earnings and ratios, then we can hope to see a nice run up in that NIO share price. So I don't want you guys to be put off at all right now with the way that NIO is trading. I do think it's very normal for retail investors to be scared, but I just want to reconfirm that you guys don't need to be worried. If you are holding NIO and you did buy in at $60, then this stock is going to 2 to 3x in the coming 12 months, because I believe that NIO do have great projections, they have a great CO, they have a great balance sheet, and of course they are concentrating with LiDAR technology with NVIDIA. They are partnered with NVIDIA, guys. This is a huge opportunity for this company to achieve autonomous driving level 4. So they're going to have self-driving robot cars, and they're going to be competing with Tesla in China, which is the biggest market cap in the world, which is what I keep bringing up in my other videos. So I just want to make sure that you guys are aware of that. Again, if you do see any more price action come down to the 56 zone, then of course this is a buy zone for me. So I may actually be loading up on a few more NIO shares if we do see any type of price action around this area before moving and retesting up into higher highs. And again, I do think that soon we will start to see a nice uptrend, and perhaps towards the end of February we'll probably break that $65 range and we'll head all the way up to around $70. That is my price target going into March. And of course, my next graph up on ahead is Virgin Galactic. Now again, I did make a video about Virgin Galactic last night and how they were having an amazing run up recently this week. Of course, yesterday we had reached $44. This was absolutely parabolic. Today we ran up all the way to $58. I cannot even believe what I'm seeing with my eyes. I got into this company when it was all the way down here in the $18 zone, and I have been riding up these waves. It is an extremely volatile stock, and again, a lot of this is based off of future projections and future growth. Of course, Virgin Galactic are not profitable right now. They are very much in their infancy, and this is all trading on speculation. If you do want to know more about what happened today with Virgin Galactic, I did actually go onto their Twitter, which I will bring up here right now. Now, there was not really any news at all from Virgin Galactic. Virgin Galactic really just did 2 test flights this week that were successful. They didn't go obviously to the moon, but they did test out 2 of their ships. And of course, with that good news, and of course the projections of where Richard Branson sees this company in the future, and of course the ARC ETFX for Spce, that I think we're having a lot of hype around the space stocks right now, which is why Virgin Galactic has had this massive run up of 22% today, as you can see here. So that is why I think we are up so much today on Virgin Galactic. Just a little fun trade that I did today. I actually bought as a little bet randomly a few months ago HCMC, which is Healthier Choice Management. They actually were going into a court case for bankruptcy, and I bought in the shares. I mean, they're literally like not even a cent of a cent at like 1 cent, and today they had some news on their court case, and it did run up all the way up 1000%, which is just absolutely mad to me. I did make 770%, and I did manage to sell my shares luckily around this area just on markets opened before all of the craziness happened in the markets. We're trading 212. Of course, a lot of us couldn't log on for the first hour, and I was very lucky that I managed to sell the position, so that was quite funny. I got my first 770% up in a trade, but we're not quite sure what's going to happen with this one, so I'm just going to throw this one on your radar as well. They are HCMC. I don't think anything's going to happen with you, to be honest, with this right now. It's probably just going to come back down and then sit around there, but I think that was just something funny that I wanted to bring to your attention. And of course, we had ABML. Now, ABML, American Battery Metals, I keep banging on about this all week. We did actually come back down today, and we retested that $3.20 zone. So if anyone did manage to get in there, then I do think that was a great area of support moving here. Again, we are nearly up to that EMA line on the 50, or it's actually the 20 exponential moving average on my chart. So again, now we can probably see a little bit of a pullback. If you come onto the RSI, we are starting to look like we are overbought. So again, I do think we'll probably see a little bit of a pullback before then retesting up those highs, rebouncing off that 21 EMA, and then retesting the $4 or $5 zone, as long as the market continues to go in a bullish direction in the next week or two ahead. So if you haven't put ABML on your radar, then I would suggest popping this one on your radar, and if you can get in anywhere around that $3.20 mark, I think that is going to be our next greatest area of support when it retests this zone right here. I am loaded up. I do have hundreds of shares of this, and I think that this is going to be a good stock for the long term. So guys, the last stock that I want to put on your radar today is OPENDOOR Technologies. Now, OPENDOOR Technologies is a favorite of ARC. They have been buying up this stock continuously over the last weeks, and I think that this is going to be one of their big players that Kathy is betting on. So again, I just want to bring this one to your attention because today we are down a significant amount. We were actually testing highs of $32 literally a week ago, and today we are trading all the way back down at $25.87. So this is the lowest we've been almost since the merger. So I think that this is a great opportunity. Again, we can see that this does have a lot of volume in it still. We are actually at a really lovely area, if I bring this into your attention, of support right now as well. well. If I was to draw a line right through here, we can see again that we've got price action confirmation all throughout this line. So we have tested this many times before, so I do think that we are going to see a nice uptrend to retest those highs again soon as the market turns into green, hopefully the end of this week or coming into next week. So guys, that marks up for today's video and recap. I hope you have a lovely week. Stay safe in the markets. Just throwing on these stocks onto your radar. I hope you enjoyed this different setup today. I got a new microphone today, so I just wanted to try out something new and obviously just bring some different stocks that I'm trading currently onto your radar, and of course give you that Tesla news and that NNDM. Again, I've always got this one on my radar right now, still waiting for a bit more of a pullback before I do add any more shares in this, although ARK do continuously seem to be buying this even though they are almost at their all-time highs. So guys, I'll leave it with that, and I hope to see you back on my channel soon. If you could smash that like button for me, it would be an absolute pleasure, and of course make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because I can't wait to have you on this journey with me so we can make a ton of money together. See you next time.